Alright, what is up you guys? This is Vefy, and today we are going to be going over a pretty sick match from my team Domination versus Raw Talent. Let me start this off by saying, for those of you who don't know who Raw Talent is, most of you should. They're a former MLG team, and I'm pretty sure they still go to events and do all that fun junk. But anyways, this match was a very, very good, scrim, very good content, you could say. But basically, I'm going to spend most of this time talking to you guys about the match itself. This is actually going to be a legit commentary, you could say. So it's not going to be kind of one of those things where I have like a story to talk to you guys about or any of that, but it's really going to be me going over the content and what our goals are while we're playing and stuff against this really good team. But before I do that as well, we played, I think, 4 matches against them. They hosted 4 matches and then they ended up having to go. But we won 2, they won 2. It was really back and forth. There was nothing that was like one-sided about any of our fights, except I think one of the maps, the Slab, they straight tore us up on. But yeah, so without further ado, let me jump into this. So as you can see right now, this is going to be King of the Hill the whole time. As you can see right now, what we're trying to do right now is basically maintain the hill up top. In the process, this is one of the key things that we need to take over, because once we get this rolling, we've got momentum on our side, and we can predict wherever else we need to move to. Right now, I made the awful mistake of killing my teammate with the Incendies. I actually mistaken him for a Locust. That rarely happens, but yeah, it definitely did. So right now what we're trying to do is basically hold the spot down, hold the fort down. So I'm watching the back side, they're watching the opposite side of me, and we've got one guy up top crossing. We've got another guy coming in, as you can see, and I'm just basically lefty flipping and holding my left, and I'm trying to take people out and keep them from doing anything that can push in. But now that it's telling us where the next hill is, we're not worried about it. We've got to get to that next hill. So we're making it a point to get over there, get stocked up while they're all respawning. And as you can see, they respawned over on truck side. And they're going to want to try to make their way up, but it's going to be really hard because what we're doing now is setting up. And I'm taking over the sandbag mainly because I have a really strong Lancer. But what happens right here is they throw a couple good smokes and then push up. But Frex is also up here watching, so he's got my back for the most part. I end up getting snuffed out anyways, but like right about here. Oh no, I take him out, that's right. But anyways, yeah, the whole point of what we're doing right now is holding the fort down. We're going to do a lot of that in this match, and they're going to do a lot of that as well. But basically what they're trying to do is come in and break the hill as much as they can. They don't necessarily have to cap the hill right now, but if they break the hill, they take away from the amount of time we can get overall, and that's real important for them. And if they keep constant pressure like they are, as you can see, they had one coming up through the sandbag. I'm going to try not to use callouts for you guys because I don't want to confuse anybody. But and one coming through nades to take us out, and that was really smart because, like I said, you know, it broke it. And as you can see, the timer is going down right now, and we're not getting any cap points for that because we're busy defending ourselves. So we're getting our focus back, and we're making sure that we take the spot back over because, you know, we're going to need as much time as we can before the next hill goes over. It's always good to have extra time. It keeps you, you know, in a comfy spot basically. But our team's getting meat shielded a little bit. We've got one guy right here who almost bodies me, but I end up going down. I want to say I get revived, but I'm pretty sure I don't. But anyways, what I'm doing at this point is I'm going to try to make sure that I constantly slay. We're still running strats, but I'm trying to spend more of the time. Like right now, we're going to cap this hill right here, obviously. But I'm trying to spend most of my time uprooting them out of spots that give them good Lancer spots. Right now, though, as you can see, they've got 3 people out there trying to hold a cross and 1 person pushing in from our spawn. So they're moving over to the right and using the digger to push us out. Like you can see him shooting over there at, I think that's Temporize, and Frex just went down. So they've really got us in a good position right now. I try to push up to do something about it, but I end up like missing my down a couple of times, and that's actually going to get me killed right here because I'm 4-pointed and Frex almost goes down. Yeah, I end up going down, and Frex is about to go down, and we're going to keep basically going down until we get out. As you guys can see right now, one of the biggest things they focus on is meat shields, and that's what we're going to focus on too, is holding meat shields in these places because, you know, it allows you to cap the hill with basically your own portable cover. Now obviously it doesn't last forever and smoke grenades can unlift that, but the point is, you know, it's there to back you up when you're getting it. Once you get it, you can set up a cross and keep them off the hill, which once again, like I said, here in a second, that's going to start happening an awful lot. Right here, I try to give some pistol coverage, but, you know, my teammates already got it covered. I'm moving in. And one of the things that we try really hard not to do is when something's capped, like I thought he was under the truck, but he was actually to the right. When something's obviously capped and it's unbreakable with this kind of time left, there's no use in worrying about it. Don't get yourself killed pushing into the hill. So we wait to find out where it's going to spawn next, in which we are, like, I think we actually already knew that it spawns out here, and we head out here. And we set up a pretty much unpushable cross. But it comes to bite us in the ass in a second. Not right now, but basically what you're going to see right now is us setting up a cross. I'm wasting an awful lot of torques here trying to get shots, but I can't. He's doing a great job of making me waste them. I think that's Philly. But yeah, I think I shoot one more torque, and did I stick him? Nope. But yeah, I'm gonna hold down the fort on this truck. I've got the best type of cover. They're not gonna push into that. And as you can see, I've got a plus strafe right to the left of me, watching me with Lancer and watching the other side. So what we're doing here right now is making it to where they cannot push this. This is one of the most hardest places to push, which is why we didn't push as well out there, because we would have just got slaughtered. And they're thinking the same thing. So what they're doing right now is very smart. They've realized that this is almost an unpushable spot. They're still testing the waters, but they're not doing anything extreme. They're kind of just waiting for the next hill to spawn. Now, why this is important is because we're not going to win the game off of these points right here. Although it's going to help get us really closer to it, it's not going to end the game, so they don't technically have to push after this. They're going to wait for the next hill to spawn, and they're going to set up on it, and they're going to do the exact same thing to us, and that's how it's going to bite us in the ass. Because basically, they're already inside. As you can see right now, I want to push in, but they're already holding Lancers down. I'm thinking about going to the left. I see my teammates going down over there, so that's obviously not going to happen. So I end up making my way back over there, but they've got it crossed. They've got an ultra great cross. The same cross we had outside, they have inside. And that's one of the things you got to look out for in competitive King of the Hill in general. Just because, yes, you may have a perfect setup, but you have to think about like moving out after, because instead of like I said, wasting units or lives doing that or whatever, they just made it a point to like, oh, we'll give that to them and we'll hold this hill down strong. And they did that. I think we end up pushing in here pretty strong. Yeah, this guy has Incennies here, and I almost had him. I was so close. I strafed his first Incennie, but the second one was a host Incennie. There's not much I could do about it. Those things are inescapable now that, the new update's been out. Another thing that was really good that he did right there about killing me late, he didn't mean to do this, but killing me late meant that I had a 15-second respawn when my teammates spawned. So they're really pushing out in a 3v4, and it's not going well for them. They're not able to get to the hill. So as you can see, we're starting to go up here, and I think I got a botched call out right there, yeah, and I end up strafing my way back, but yeah, we realize, we're not going to be able to touch that. That's just not happening. So we make our way to the H desk. This right here, what I'm sitting on right now, is called H desk. It's the only call out I'll use throughout this, just to not confuse anybody. But this, you can see it's the shape of a letter H. It's the hotel lobby, and that's what we do. But we're trying to push into this, but they have got a huge momentum right now. They are basically controlling, and A+ Strip kills himself. They are basically controlling H-Desk and a lot of the aspects of it. They've got a guy up at Torque, a guy in Spawn, a guy on H-Desk, and guys at Nades. It's really, really hard for us to push this, and I don't even think we're able to. And Cubano shoots a digger through the wall right here. It's not that I didn't know about it, but right at the moment for now, I think here in about a week or two, I'll have a new pair of Turtle Beaches, but I don't have Turtle Beaches, so I can't sound whore. So I didn't actually hear where the digger was coming from. But, oh, I gave this guy the mean hard aim right there. But anyway, so like I was saying, we're trying to push in, but they've got such a solid hold on the middle that all that time, the time that they gave us out there or whatever, they're just catching back because they've got this momentum shift where they basically own the inside and we owned the outside, which isn't helping us now because all of the spawns are spawning on the inside. And for future preference, obviously, we're paying attention to better things like that. But I think we get the heal for a second. We're just breaking it at this point because, they've caught up at this point. And all our focus is here is to break it. Just keep breaking the hill. And, this guy, I'm pretty sure I updated him, though. But anyways, we're really not trying to cap the hill at this point. We're just trying to break it. As long as we can hold out into the next hill, you know, we'll be fine. So we're really just kind of throwing our bodies onto the spot until there's around 10 seconds left, and then we're going to formulate ourselves together. Right now it's all about breaking it. That's all we're doing. Is, as you can see, I just push in here, I see the guy here, I pick up the meat, and I'm just sitting in the hill. I'm not necessarily trying to cap it, but I mean, with nobody there, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Conveniently, you know, it's I was hoping it would spawn here. I basically have this spot to myself. I've got a digger being shot at me, so I'm trying to get him to waste it. I know it's going to eventually kill me because it's a host digger, but the point is, or no, it wasn't a host digger. The point is, I got him to waste 3 shots, so none of those shots can be used to actually get rid of them while they're taking over the hill. So they were actually able to successfully cap it, and which is about to get us the win. So, with that being said, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a different style of commentary. This is actually the way original commentaries go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and stuck around for the full thing. Otherwise, you guys have a wonderful day. And maybe I'll post a couple of the other scrims. And otherwise, take it easy.